This segment brought to you by SureCrop, liquid crop nutrition delivered right to your farm.
So I'm Curtis Thompson, Extension Weed Science at Kansas State University in the agronomy department. Today we're at the corn school and had a discussion regarding weed management in corn. We spent some time talking about some of the newer herbicides and some of the new potential hybrids that we might be able to use some new herbicides in. For example, enlist corn now will be available to growers in 2018, which utilizes a couple of new herbicides that do contain a new salt of 2,4-D, 2,4-D choline, non-volatile, which I think can help corn growers if they use these products to help manage the very difficult water hemp and palmer amaranths. Of course, we always use these products in conjunction with a good pre-emergence herbicide program. We spent a little time talking about atrazine. Atrazine, of course, is a key component in our corn weed management and is currently in the process of re-registration. Having had a chance to just visit with Syngenta, they said the re-registration process is on track and at this point looks good. We don't expect to see any finalized labels coming for 2018 season, so we'll still be operating on our current atrazine label. Perhaps 2019 we'll see that new re-registration label for atrazine. The other thing we discussed was atrazine degradation, enhanced atrazine degradation. Growers probably have come to realize that maybe atrazine doesn't last as long as it used to. This is especially true on fields where atrazine is used fairly frequently. And we're seeing in these situations, and again in the eastern half of the state, enhanced degradation of atrazine. So on soils that sees a lot of atrazine, we may have a half-life of 1 to 2.5 days, compared to a soil that hasn't seen atrazine for 10 years, maybe in excess of 8 days. So we're looking at 3, 4, and 5 times more rapid degradation on these soils that have seen a lot of atrazine. And what that'll do for growers is twofold. The length of the residual can be shortened, actually safening crops that follow atrazine, but on the other hand, it could mean if the degradation is too rapid, we see inadequate weed control. We covered a little bit about winter applications, cold soils, no soil biology going on, and at that point we don't have degradation of atrazine. That's true if we have extremely dry soils where we don't have the moisture. Again, we don't have that same level of degradation. But we talked about some other herbicides. We talked about Anthem Flex. We talked about Anthem Max. We talked about Harness Max. Compared that with some of our other herbicide standards. Talked a little bit about controlling palmer amaranth, velvet leaf, morning glory, sunflower, shatter cane, and so forth. We kind of wrapped up with the fact that mesotrione, developed by Syngenta initially, trade name Callisto, is now off patent. And the addition of mesotrione to a number of different herbicides can enhance weed control. But we also flipped up the caution flag saying, hey, if we use too much of the mesotrione and HPPD inhibitors, we will see HPPD resistant palmer amaranth. K-State has been working with HPPD resistant palmer amaranth for a number of years. It also is atrazine resistant and ALS resistant, and probably glyphosate resistant. So we do want to be sure, if at all possible, to rotate herbicides and use sound practices.
Summer is busy at Tarwater Farm and Home. We have just about everything you'll need for your summer projects, and we're consistently competitively priced. Tarwaters can help make your grass and garden grow, and we have a huge variety of equipment to cut it. If you have a farm, Tarwaters has the products and equipment to keep it going strong. And our expanded parking lot will make it even more convenient to shop. So come see us at Tarwater Farm and Home in Topeka.